Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and Merry Christmas to all of you guys around the world. In this video, I'll be doing a Copic marker challenge video. I initially thought of doing a 2 marker challenge or a 2 color challenge, but then I decided to do a hue challenge where I'm using the different types of hues that I have for red and also for green. Now, of course, I'll be drawing a Christmas illustration, so I drew a Christmas elf, and I think I'm gonna draw her with green hair and red ribbons, but I'll be using mostly red and green hues for this illustration. As always, if you guys like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more art videos, and also do check out my social media, Instagram and Facebook, where I do post my nearly daily drawings on these social media platforms. So this year I actually wanted to do a Christmas illustration, and I haven't drawn anything Christmassy as of yet, and I know it's Christmas Eve, so I decided maybe, okay, for this video let's do a Christmas illustration of a Christmas elf and give her some pretty hair and pretty ribbons, and also practice my hand drawing skill. So I did draw a hand in this one, made it pretty prominent, more than I usually do, so I decided to just do a challenge video out of this, and I thought it would be really fun to do it in Christmas colors, so red and green. These colors I actually don't typically use in my illustrations. I'm not really a fan of red in general, and green, of course, I typically use it for, you know, of course, scenery, but in terms of having it as a main color of focus, I really never use red or green. As for the challenge itself, like I mentioned before, I actually wanted to do a 2 marker only challenge, but I thought it was pretty difficult with having such a strong red and also having maybe a lighter green. I just felt like I needed more variety, and I know that's part of the challenge in itself, but I did want to make a really cute illustration for this video, which is why I decided to go with the different hues that I have of red and green. So I do have a variety of pinks, and I also have a variety of different green colors. Some are more jade, some are more moss, some are more highlighter, and I did try to use as much as I could all in the drawing itself. I think the biggest challenge was actually with the face, using just green and red hues for the face to do the shadows, to do the lips, the eyes, and kind of give her cheekbones. And yeah, I think this was the most challenging part, was just how to make this work so that it kind of looks like a skin tone and kind of actually works together. So for this, I actually used a combination of my pale pinks, my blush, and also my really light greens, and I think it actually turned out not so bad in the end. In terms of the materials that I'm using for this illustration, of course I'm using just a regular sketchbook. This is seriously something that is probably one of the cheapest sketchbooks you can get in your art store, and I typically use this for just sketching purposes and also for working with Copic markers. It does hold the ink quite nicely, so you won't have that much bleed on the other side of the page, even if you use many layers of Copic markers. I'm gonna see if I could put the link down below in the video description. I'm not sure if this is a German only sketchbook, but we'll see if I could find it on Amazon. Now, in terms of the markers themselves, I'm just using Copic markers. These are the box sets, so these are the colors that come from the box set A and B, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then also I'm using the Faber-Castell PITT Artist pen for the black outline. Now, sort of a kind of a warning with this, when you're using the PITT Artist pen, you outline first. You're gonna want to wait till it's fully dry before you apply the Copic markers. Otherwise, it's gonna start to, you're gonna spread the black ink around, or what's it called? It's gonna bleed a little bit. So you just want to make it 100% dry before you apply the Copic markers. If you guys want an alternative to this, you can also use the Copic outliners. These are also really good. For additional details, I do like to work with the white gel pen, so I have been bouncing some brands around. The brand that I always go back to, however, is the Uniball Signal Broad pen. This comes, or you could buy it in white, and you could also buy it in other colors, but white is the one that I typically use for accents, such as the highlighter kind of glare in the eye. I also used it for her bows to make it like a candy cane stripe for the highlight on the lips, and also for the background. So I do use this quite often, and yeah, I guess I could have cheated a little bit with this challenge by using a white, but I think it was totally fine. Apart from that, I don't really have anything else to really say for this video in terms of what I'm drawing and what I'm using. I think it's a pretty standard or simple illustration and kind of a really fun challenge to do. I would recommend actually challenging yourselves with a limitation of colors and also challenge yourself to use colors that you don't typically use. So for me, it's definitely red and green. This is definitely completely out of the ordinary for the colors that I typically use, which usually it's in the range of pinks, blues, and purples, because I really like those colors. So to add both like red and green together is kind of strange for me, but it was totally appropriate for this Christmas challenge. So apart from that, I'd like to wish you guys a Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday wherever you guys are in the world. I hope you guys are having a really great time. And also, I hope you guys are just relaxing, taking it easy, taking these free days of holiday to sketch and to play around with art stuff. I also hope that you guys get some really cool art Christmas presents. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys get for Christmas, or what did you guys get for Christmas? I know Christmas is tomorrow, but some of you guys, like here in Germany, they celebrate it today, like Christmas Eve on the 24th. So some of you guys might have already gotten your Christmas presents. So let me know in the comments below what you guys have gotten. If there's anything that's really cool, like art supplies, let me know. I want to totally read what you guys get. I get really excited with this kind of stuff, especially if it's art supplies. As for myself, Christmas is a little bit lame this year, I have to say. I'm kind of really missing my family, so it's a bit hard for me to like really enjoy Christmas time when I'm not back in Canada. I know it's like totally my fault because I decided to move to Germany, but like still, I don't know. It's always a weird time of year for me. So I do kind of like to just dive into my drawing stuff, and it just makes me feel better. But yeah, Christmas is not really special this year. We're just kind of like chilling here at home with my husband and our bunnies, and yeah, enjoying some takeout and some Ben & Jerry's ice cream. So that's actually what I'm gonna go eat after I'm done editing this video. But yeah, I'd like to wish you guys all a happy holiday, and we will see each other very soon. So stay awesome, keep drawing, and have a great Christmas Eve. Bye guys!